Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I had a few things that I've tried, maybe once or twice, and I have a few things that I haven't tried. So I wanted to just do a video with you guys. The setup is completely just crazily rigged right now. My filming setup is not up to par, but we're going to make do with what we have. So the first thing that I want to try is this L'Oreal, the Lumi Glotion. This one is in 902, and I'm actually using my phone. And I want to try this, but I wanted to try it with this foundation. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin. This does not have a lot of rave reviews. I do like it. It's not too terribly bad, but it's also not hydrating in the least bit. So I thought, well, let's try pretty matte foundation with some Glotion. So one would probably think this would be better to do with the Hollywood Flawless Filter and the e.l.f. dupe, but we're going for this one today. Okay, now I'm going to put the top on. And I even have a couple of brushes I want to try. And I'm going to start out with this one. This is a makeup Geek brush. I did film a video on that unboxing, and it is filmed in this same setup. So I'm going to try and see if I can get that one uploaded. But these were, spoiler alert, this one was, I think, $3.50. And I got another one too. This one, the round. This one's the slanted. And I got two of each because they were so inexpensive. Okay, I'm not really seeing, much of a glow. And that might be because my lighting is all off and I used a brush versus my hand. I mean, clearly it's got pigment on it. This was the first time I've used this brush. So, you know what? Let me just put a little bit more on, and I'm going to use my fingers instead of a brush or a sponge, anything to soak it up. So, okay. Feels nice, doesn't have a fragrance, which is really good. Feels, like a moisturizer. That's all well and okay. Now, I'm going to let that sink in just a little bit. And let's prime the eyes. Okay, enough time has gone, so I think I'm going to go into this foundation now. I don't remember, so I'm using two pumps. And I'm going to use this brush, and I've got my sponge handy. My wet sponge, which is not what I grabbed. I have my wet sponge handy. Let's see. I haven't worn this foundation in a while, so I'm not remembering how it applies. For this side, I'm going to use the sponge. I do like that brush. Absolutely do. let's see. What do we want to try? The concealer. All right. I don't have any new concealer or new concealer powders or powders to set anything. So I don't know why I'm holding that one up. I'm going to use my Marc Jacobs concealer and just my by pores from It Cosmetics to do to set the under eyes, and I will be right back. Okay, I have my face now set, and I gotta tell you, I was this close to wiping it all off. This foundation is not me. It's just not me. It doesn't feel like I had beautiful skin. So my original plan was to use the e.l.f. Halo Glow. If the primer or the Lumi lotion and the foundation gave me, you know, a still glowy look, then I could go in with that. But it didn't, and so that's going away. And I knew I was going to set my under eyes with my It powder. As you can see, it is busted and dusted. But once I put it under my eyes, I was like, you know what? Let me just set my face with this. So I just used just a, you know, basic powder brush, and I kind of tapped it in those spots that just looked so cakey and terrible. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to try this. If it looks worse than when I started, then, you know, I'll just start over, come back on camera and say, you know, I had to change it or whatever. But anyway, so it seemed to have settled things down a little bit. No glow, but that's okay. Now, I got in that same Makeup Geek sale, unboxing, haul, whatever we're going to call it. I got this bronzer, and this one's in the shade Tawny, and I've never owned this, but I've heard so many people talk about it. It does look, and I have swatched it, and I have just not worn it out, but just kind of playing around at my desk. This is dark, and it was way darker than what I was expecting, but we are going to prevail. And I'm going to get my, where is my brush? Aha. My bronzer brush that I use. This kind of diffuses everything. So I'm kind of just going in with a very light hand with this. And let's see what I think on another day. I always heard of this color and seen so many people use it, and it was just so pretty. You know, it's just kind of one of those shades that, like Charlotte Tilbury has the Pillow Talk. You know, it's synonymous with Charlotte Tilbury. Rodeo Drive is synonymous with Ofra. So, you know, it's kind of, Tawny was always associated to me through Makeup Geek, and I'm not getting an even, I mean, I'm not complaining. I don't think this was $2 whole, but you know, anything on the face, I'm blaming on that foundation because it was not happening. And for blush, I'm actually going to go in on one side with this essence that the top, I mean, it just wiped right off. It was crazy. But this one is their baked blushes, and this one's in the shade Shimmery Rose. So I'm going to do this on one side, and my Sigma, this one, what was this one called? The Glisten and Glow Cheek Duo, and it has those two colors in it. You've got a blush and you've got a highlighter. So I'm going to do that. Just see what it looks like. Both of them. So I know how Sigma blushes and highlighters work. Oh, okay. That was a lot. This was a clean brush. Pigment for days. I'm going to kind of take this a little lower than normal to hopefully unmuddy the bronzer. And I'm just using my switch and getting the pigment off of this. And now I'm going to go in with this essence. I haven't used this enough to really rate it, honestly. Despite it looking worn, it's not. See, and I think this is why I don't feel like anything is really getting on my face. Let me go in again. Everybody raves about these blushes that I can't even friggin' open. And I think I had this the first time I did try it. I mean, it's such a beautiful baby pink. And it's, I mean, I guess it's given a little bit of glow. We're going to just leave it at that. And for highlighter, I do not have anything new that I want to try. So I'm going in with this one in here. I have used this palette a few times. Very happy with it. Nothing negative to say at all. All right. I'm going to take, the more I think about this, I'm going to take my brush and put a touch of this on this side, just in case I have to run somewhere. Okay, yeah, see, that's just, maybe I just got a color that is way too light for me, you know, in this, but yeah, that's definitely going in the declutter pile. So, we've got highlighter on, got blush, got all that good stuff. Now I'm going to spray my face. And that was with the Draw Cosmetics Slay All Day. That's it for the newness. But I did want to throw a little something on. And so I grabbed out just, I'm going to go in with this. This is the MAC and Sharon Osbourne little quad. And I'm going to go in with this color. I don't know what color this is. They're all written on the back, so small. And I struggle to read them. And so I do not feel like getting a migraine today. So I'm just going to go in with that color. Is that the color? Nope. This was the color I wanted to use first. Sorry. This one is in the Patrick Star and MAC collab. I'm going in with that color. And I pulled these out because I never use my little eyeshadow eyeshadow palettes. If that, and by little I mean in size. They definitely pack punches. I think this holiday probably will, the closer it gets, kind of bring me to being, I don't know, sad, because I'm just so used to having, you know, my family here. I gotta put something on my lips. They're very dry. It won't be the first year without my youngest here. I mean, you know, it seems like it's been years since I had my whole family under one roof, but it is what it is. I think, let's see. I'm going to go in with this one now. And I'm just using my same big brush, my 504. But sometimes Christmas, I enjoy the babies and I enjoy seeing people open, you know, their gifts, and I want that this year. I mean, I'm going to be excited for the children regardless. I mean, that's, you know, I know what the meaning of Christmas is, you know, why we have Christmas. I know all of that. And it is that to me, and so much more. You know, I enjoy seeing the kids, you know, getting what they wanted for Christmas, or just seeing the excitement that they have. I'm going to go in. I actually was going to try that brown, but I think I'm going to stick with this one in this palette. So, Thanksgiving, that's one of those holidays, I think, that just kind of kicks the season, you know, because you've got Halloween. I mean, you've got Thanksgiving, and, you know, people do their big sale, their Christmas sales, their Black Friday right there at, you know, Thanksgiving, which it's not really Black Friday anymore. I mean, it's really not. And, you know, I do miss a little bit that thrill of going in and finding deals and standing in line. I was much younger. For the lid, I am actually going to go into this little Tarte Full Finger Paints palette. And those are the 3 shades. It's a blue, a very, really, really pretty brown, and a silver. I don't really know how to describe this brown, but it is amazing. It is. It's just amazing. These are creamy. And I know this doesn't match the blush look, but I mean, it's okay. And this is very much kind of diffused because I put it on a brush, but let's do it. I'm going to put it on my finger. See how shiny that is? And there we go. And for a little inner corner action, I'm going to go into the Sharon Osbourne palette. And I'm going to get this shade right here. This looks like a pretty subtle color. I'm not mad at all. At all. These are the eyes and the cheeks. Everything looks muddy to me. I just, when I get up close and I look at it, it just looks muddy. But for lips, you know, I'm going to use this one because it was out. This is a Sephora. This was, all of this is paper. This is their lip stores, I think. This one is the Capricorn, which I'm not. But that's, you know, what it looks like. It's very small. It's very, I would dare say, fragile. Which is why I don't leave it in my purse. But here we go. Now, let's see. Do I want to put a mascara on? No, we don't. This video is long enough as it is. So, this is the completed look. This is the completed look with me using, you know, just a few things. So, I'll start out with the Lumi. I like this. It felt hydrating. It didn't make my face feel sticky. So, you know, I will obviously keep using this. The foundation isn't new. I don't like it. This will probably be the last time that I wear this. I used the Marc Jacobs ExtraShot concealer. I really, really, really love this stuff. Really do. My It powder never lets me down. It's not so much pressed anymore, but I do have a backup of that. The brushes that I used from Makeup Geek, I really like them. I don't have anything negative at all to say. They are sturdy. They are weighted. Nothing bad to say about the brushes. This is a Makeup Geek brush, and this is an It Cosmetics brush. And comparing them, they're the same size. The same everything. This one's just dirty because I used it. And the same for the e.l.f. brushes. Really good. The slanted one was good as well. The eyes, I liked what I was able to kind of come up with. These aren't new, but, you know, I think they're new to the channel. So, that was the 3 that I used. 2 MAC and a Tarte. The Sigma blushes and highlighter. Love, love. Nothing negative at all to say about these. At all. The packaging, it sparkles. You know, it comes with their standard protectors, which are really, really good quality. Truly. The Tony bronzer is a little bit deep for right now, which is why I went in with a darker brown lip. You know, I think I can work with this, but not on this foundation. I think the foundation is just kind of skewing everything. So, with that being said, I think that is it for this video. I didn't do anything to my brows, and I'm not putting any mascara on, just for the simple fact of I don't want to irritate my eyes because they are not watering, and I do want to try to film a couple more videos today. So, with that, as always, guys, be beautiful, be kind, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.